Hi everybody, and welcome to another video about anxiety. Just out walking the dogs again. I'm trying the mic through my headset. That's why I still have it on, because there's a built-in mic in the headset here. So we're gonna see how the noise does, or how the volume works. I have a feeling it has to do with the mic on my phone. Either way, here we are talking about it. Last video, I talked about OCD and specifically how it becomes a bit of a cycle and how that cycle works. So what we're going to talk about now is what I've learned since then, which is a couple things. And the first thing is what I'm going to refer to as OCD affirmations, because there's a couple things that we need to remember when we have these random thoughts that are just thoughts. So now the first affirmation that I'm going to tell you is the fact that this OCD is like putting a child in the corner for timeout. You're going to tell it, like I said in the last video, you could take one or two ways. You could either say shut up, basically sit down and sit there and you're not going to say anything, or you can kind of give into the thought and say, yeah, it could happen. Yeah, it might, whatever. Because what you're doing is you're actually taking the power away from the OCD. And when you take the power away from the OCD, it's like a bully in school. It goes, oh. Okay. So what's been working for me is basically telling it to shut up and sit down. Kind of like a child at school. Oh. Now, what's come from that is the fact that, excuse me, the fact that I'm finding myself naturally wanting to negotiate and counteract the thoughts, which is exactly what it wants me to do. Because when you negotiate and you counteract each thought, you actually give the OCD power. And when you give the OCD power, then it just gets stronger and stronger, and then you fixate on it. So that's why we're telling it to sit down and shut up, so that we take away its power. And like I was saying at the end of last video, OCD is like a habit. It's like trying to quit smoking. And where this fits in with the power of limitation is when you tell a kid to sit in a corner, initially it might say, okay, fine. But eventually it's going to get tired of sitting there. So it's going to pop up and say, no, but well, what if? You just refer to it again, tell it to sit down, shut up, and forget about it. And you may have to do this a couple times. You may even get a panicky feeling. Guess what? It's fine. It's all part of the process. Now, the second affirmation is the fact that if you do get panicky, then let it be there. Don't resist it. I've said this in a previous video when I focused a lot of my attention on just the panic attack and not the OCD. The more you try and fight the panicky feeling, the stronger it gets. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's just a feeling. It will pass. And the less you try and fight it, the quicker it'll pass. The last affirmation I want to leave with is the fact that this is not going to be a sprint. This isn't going to be a marathon. It's going to be something in between. So what that means is that you are not going to be past this tomorrow. You are going to feel these feelings. They're going to be there. And you're going to get past it eventually. But give yourself a break. Because as you're going through this process, remember that you used to be panicking basically 24/7. In fact, it got so overwhelming that you wanted to rip your hair out just to take your mind off stuff. And it just sat there, and you ruminated and worried and everything that came with it. Now, you're actually able to have glimpses, moments, and some are longer than others, where you actually don't worry about it. It just becomes an afterthought. And in fact, I've even had it where my brain says, hold on, aren't I supposed to be worried about something? No, you're not. This is the end goal. We don't want to worry about everything. We want to be able to just be and focus on our lives. So this is where I've actually had to focus on being able to let go of these anxieties. Now that sounds a little strange because that's been the whole focus, is to let go of it. But it's actually been a process. And it's gonna pop up every now and again and say, hold on, I was supposed to worry about something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Let the OCD worry about it. You're fine. Let the OCD worry about it. So, yeah. Those are gonna be the affirmations, guys. And again, separate yourself from the anxiety. Let the anxiety worry about it. Not you. Not you. You're done. Tell it to sit down, shut up, and hold on for the ride, because you're going to have a good time now. It's led the way long enough. And it's over. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think it was a good one. We'll leave it there, and I'll talk to you again on the next one. Later.